Hey guys, it's Ariel. So I want to talk about like how I got into the music I'm into today. I got this idea from CapNDesDes, which is Destery Moore. I'll link his channel somewhere on the screen or in the description box, one of the two. And as most of you should know, my life completely revolves around music. I mean, this should be kind of obvious just by you see the posters, you see the band shirt, the tattoo. It's obvious that I'm obsessed with music. And I thought it'd be interesting if I went ahead and took his idea and made the video about how I got into music. And because I started thinking about it when I watched his, and I'm like, I've always been obsessed with music. It's just been different. I'll go ahead and start with like the stuff that I was into when I was like really little and like work my way up. Cause like when I was little, like 5 or 6, I loved the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Oh my god, I was convinced I was going to marry Nick Carter. Why? I don't have a fucking clue. He's 14 years older than me. Why I thought I was going to marry him when I was 6, I don't know, but I legitimately thought I was going to marry him, and that my friend Angela was going to marry Aaron, and that we were going to be sisters. I don't understand it. And like some of my favorite songs by them were like Shape My Heart, The Call, I Want It That Way, stuff like that. And then when I was like 9 or 10, I like idolized Hilary Duff so much so that my parents thought I was a lesbian and had a crush on her. I didn't, but they didn't realize that. She was also my first concert. I saw her on August 4th, 2004. And then when I was 11, no, that was when I was 11. My favorite songs of her were like So Yesterday, Come Clean, The Math, Weird, I Am, Jericho, and so many others. I have all of her CDs. I didn't really care for her fourth one that much, but I did like it. My next musical addiction and my first really bad obsession, actually my only really bad obsession, was the Jonas Brothers. That came when I was 12, and it's actually really funny because I hated them when I first heard about them. Yeah, I'll tell that story in the description. I'm kind of ashamed a little bit of how embarrassed, like not embarrassed, how obsessed I was, and it's almost embarrassing. In fact, you guys can't see it right now, but the camera is sitting on a Jonas Brothers tin that my mom bought me years ago that I use for storage. And it's also sitting on my file box full of old Jonas Brothers posters. But like, you don't even want to get me started fully on my obsession with them. Actually, that might make a funny video for you guys to laugh at me for. I might make that video. God help me if the Jonas Brothers ever saw it, but whatever. My favorite songs for them were like included That's Just the Way We Roll, Inseparable, Hold On, When You Look Me in the Eyes, Still Love You. Like I said, I was obsessed with them, and I loved all their music. I have all their CDs. I still enjoy them greatly, and I saw them live in 2009. They were my second concert. And then I also had a very brief obsession with High School Musical, and I don't know why. I really don't. I was like 14, and I just don't understand. But that, however, like, it was that timing with like being in love with like the Jonas Brothers and High School Musical all at once kind of was getting me picked on a little bit. That kind of made me want to like branch out. So before this point, I absolutely hated rock music. I can actually legitimately remember saying that I hated rock music. It's kind of stupid, but I can remember saying it. And I decided to give it a chance, and I knew like a couple like pop rock bands because of the internet. Like, I know Mayday Parade, We the Kings, All Time Low, etc. But like when it came to like true rock bands, I could only name at the time 2, which was 3 Days Grace and My Chemical Romance. 3 Days Grace frankly changed my life. I talk about this way too much, and I think it's kind of cool because how I actually found out about them was when I was 11. They are featured in Raise Your Voice by Hilary Duff, or not by Hilary Duff, starring Hilary Duff, and they actually play a semi-big part in it, and I, being a little kid, didn't realize that they were a real band. I thought they were made up just for the movie, and their name stuck in my head, and so then when I wanted to get into rock music, I'm like, what was that band again? I'm like, 3 Days Grace. and they only play one song in that movie, and that's "Are You Ready?" And yeah, I got into them, and it was Adam's lyrics and his voice that just made me fall in love with music. And I really liked My Chemical Romance. One of my friends was like obsessed with them. I didn't mention this. I also knew about Fall Out Boy, but they're like more on the cusp there of like punk pop, pop rock, whatever the hell you want to call them. So I didn't quite say rock for that reason. And then like listening to like My Chemical Romance and 30 Days Grace kind of led me into Breaking Benjamin, I've Been So Unfoldable, My Valentine, I Am Ghost, all sorts of things. Now my all-time favorites are like Papa Roach, 30 Days Grace, All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, Art of Dying, Escape the Fate. My favorite songs actually are Scars by Papa Roach, The High Road by 3 Days Grace, Somewhere in Neverland by All Time Low, Legacy by Memphis Mayfire, All I Want by A Day to Remember, All Times Went to Lauderdale by A Day to Remember, and so many more that I can't even begin to list. So I've kind of like fallen into music because of a couple of bands, and I just explained myself on that. And I'm forever expanding my music. I don't really listen to anything but rock and pop, but I listen to a little bit of. I'm trying to get into like hip hop and rap, but I can't, and I can't really get into country. I have nothing against it. I just don't really like it. Yeah. So now you guys know what my music taste is and how it's evolved over the years. Leave me comments telling how you guys got into music, or even better, leave a video response so you don't need to type it all out. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.